All right, we're here out on site with the horticulture guys, and we were going to do a grass catcher demonstration, but then we happened to run across some good comparisons of the Wheel Kaddy and another Sulky brand. So today I wanted to point out some of the characteristics and some of the design features of the Wheel Kaddy and what we're trying to avoid in the Sulkies, that when we designed this, some of the things that we're trying to avoid. So as you can see, this is a well-used 250 series Wheel Kaddy. So it's got the fixed arm, it doesn't have any suspension, so it's the Econo version. Well-used tires, right? So this has probably about 4 or 5 years on it, we're thinking. And you can see that it's still pretty solid. You know, there's not a lot of slop in it. The wheels are very solid with that tapered roller bearing. All of this mechanism here, if I'm bouncing on it, is still very solid. We've got a nice foothold still. This isn't worn down from dragging on curbs or anything like that. So still holding up very well. And if I know anything about the horticulture services guys, they probably haven't greased this once. Just kidding, Trent. Okay, moving over here to another major Sulky brand. You can see this is probably a 5 to 6 year old version of a Sulky, but it hasn't worn very well. So some of the things that we designed around in our own experience was the wheel bearings. And you can see how these are well used, really need to be replaced completely. And just some of the wobble that happens in all the rest of the linkage, which sends you into a tailspin as you're going fast down the road and road speed. And then the other thing I remembered when I was looking at these Sulkies and we were going to go out and do some mowing was the narrow platform that the operator has. So if you have a size 13 shoe, your heel is definitely hanging off and you feel like you're being dumped off all the time, especially if that tail starts to drag in the grass. You actually feel like you're being pulled off the machines. And the tire size on the 250 and the 500 series Wheel Kaddies are 13-inch tires, and these are about a 10-inch tire. So you get a lot more flotation, even though the 250 that we just looked at doesn't have suspension. You're still going to get a much nicer ride with the larger wheel. It's pretty basic. You can fall into the same smaller dips and divots in the grass. Some of the basic things that we designed the Sulky to answer, and the industry has definitely seen that.